Hey, what's up guys, Matt here. First off, I'd like to apologise from the time between my last model review and this one. It's mostly due to the fact that the weather hasn't been that great, especially this last month or so. We've had extremely bad weather. It's been pretty overcast. So I'm hoping to get back into model reviews, and I'm hoping this weather doesn't affect the lighting too much, because I rely heavily on the lighting. But yeah, let's get into this. This is the Airbus A320-200neo and the house delivery by JC Wings in a 1:200 scale. Please check the description in case you missed anything throughout this video. My Facebook, Twitter and Instagram links are down there as well. I pre-ordered this from easytoys.com. Their link is also down in the description. This is my 7th A320 model, and it's my 5th Airbus Industrie model. Some information about Airbus. Airbus is a multinational company that manufactures civil and military aircraft. They have production and manufacturing facilities mainly in France, Germany, Spain, China, United Kingdom and the United States. Their operations base is out of Blagnac in Toulouse, France. They were founded on the 18th of December 1970. The A320 family is the second highest selling commercial jet in aircraft history behind the 737, approaching 8,000 deliveries of 14,000 total orders as of January in 2018. The A320 is one of the most distinguishable and efficient faces of commercial aviation, especially after having launched its new Neo variant for the A319, A320 and A321, with the A318 missing out. The Neo variant will come equipped with Sharklets from the factory, unlike almost all CEO, which is current engine option, A320s, and newly developed engines by Pratt Whitney and CFM International. The Pratt Whitney PW1100G has a maximum thrust capacity of 26,250 pound-force or 116.7 kilonewtons with a 12:1 bypass ratio. Sorry about that. The engine architecture from front to rear are as follows: 1 fan, 1 planetary reduction gearbox, 3 low pressure compressor stages, 8 high pressure compressor stages, 2 high pressure turbines and 3 low pressure turbines. The engine was certified in 2014 and was first used on the A320neo. The CFMI LEAP 1A has a maximum thrust capacity of 27,120 pound-force or 120.6 kilonewtons with an 11:1 bypass ratio. The engine architecture from front to rear is as follows: 1 fan, 1 planetary reduction gearbox, 3 low pressure compressor stages, 10 high pressure compressor stages, 7 high pressure turbines and 2 low pressure turbines. The engine was certified in 2015. These values will differ from the specific engine type fitted to the A319neo and A321neo. Other A320neo specifications include a typical seating of 165 passengers in a 2-class configuration and a maximum of 189 passengers, a 6,500 kilometer or 3,500 nautical mile range, and maximum takeoff weight of 78 tons or 172,000 pounds. The rollout for this aircraft was on the 1st of July 2014, and its first flight was on the 25th of September 2014. The Airbus engine designation code for this aircraft is 71N. Okay, so let's take a look around the box here. So we've got Neo, unbeatable fuel efficiency, A320 1:200 scale model. The back of the box is, it's just mainly blank. Got warnings down there, JC Wings logo, also their Facebook page. On the top of the box and on the bottom. I always sound a bit, new to model reviews when I've spent a while off. So there we have the stand and pieces on the top layer. And once we pull off that top layer, there is the model. Alright guys, the model is now out of the box. And we're going to start at the cockpit windows on the port side. Right, so we have the cockpit windows, window wipers, pitot tube static ports, Airbus logo. There's the nose gear. Airbus A320neo titles. And then it also says unbeatable fuel efficiency. Then we have the Pratt Whitney Pure Power PW1100G JM engines. As you can see, it says there on the engine. Specifically, these are the PW1127Gs. Right, so we have engine strakes on the outside and inside of the engine nacelles. Fan blades, well, they're supposed to spin. Well, this one doesn't. I'm not going to do too much because it's moving the engine. But we have the same on the side as well. And yes, they do spin. No landing lights, no. But you can see they're supposed to be, well, taxi lights, taxi and landing lights on the nose gear. But there's markings for it, but there's no plastic pieces that they usually put in to mark them out realistically. And as you may have already noticed, the plane is quite tail heavy. So just a little touch of the aircraft towards its tail, and it will fall on its tail. There's the winglet, like the nice colour blend, and the red navigation light as well, and strobe light, of course. Back onto the fuselage. There we go. Registration number FWNEO, quite fitting. Foxtrot Whiskey November Echo Oscar. And then we have Neo on the tail. And coming to the APU. There we go. There isn't really a lot of detail on it at all, not like some other models. And now onto the starboard side, we have the cockpit windows, window wipers, pitot tube static ports, Airbus logo, nose gear, and the front cargo container door, Airbus titles, Pratt & Whitney engine, the winglet with the green navigation light and strobe light on this side. There we go. The rear cargo container door, bulk bin door, registration number, and Neo on the tail. Right, so let's take a look underneath the aircraft now. I'm using a new slider with the camera, so it's a little bit different feeling for me. I'm trying to get used to it. I probably will. So we have the nose gear, gear door, antenna, necker ducts, anti-collision light, all for the stand, main gears, gear doors. Also got Neo under there. Flap slats, ailerons and spoilers. Oh, sorry, not spoilers on the side of the wing. My apologies, that's why I've been up for well, when you're up for so long doing these videos, you do forget some things. Registration number underneath the wing on this side. Very detailed underneath those new engines. Antenna. Another antenna right there. And there's the housing for the APU. Right, so we have another antenna. There's the SATCOM. Anti-collision beacon. Overwing emergency exits. Flapsats, ailerons, and definitely spoilers on the top here. Very, very detailed. Those two markings are for the ADF antennas. And there's an antenna right there. One more. And then the horizontal stabilizers, there is a grey dot on each side. One there, as you can see, and one on the opposite side. They are the logo lights that light up the tail at night time. Right, so trying to get it there. Okay, so well, as you can see, I wasn't attempting to do that, but yeah, that only required a little touch to put it onto its tail. The gears, not main gears, should roll. The nose wheels roll quite well. The left main gear rolls well, but the right one doesn't seem to be doing as well as the others. Gears obviously don't tilt because it's a single bogie on the main gears. And nose wheel does not swivel, which is kind of a disappointment, seeing as the 737s do. But one problem I've had with the A320s, and especially when I've tried to swivel them, is that the metal rod that links, that goes vertical, that links the bottom part into the piece that sits in the fuselage on the model, it's quite thin and it breaks very easily, and it's done that a couple times in the past. So I don't even attempt to make it swivel. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, just that's it. Anyway, let's head on to the stand now. JC Wings have been going through a bit of a phase where they've been, I guess, updating their stands, and it's not really liked by me and most of the JC Wings customers, and it's the fact that there's no plaque on the stand. So they've moving away from Gemini Jets' conventional, if we can get it in focus, conventional wooden base for this metal base, which I don't mind, but yeah, there's no plaque. And well, when you saw it in the box, it was separated in pieces, so obviously I screwed it in, but there is no thread. So you may think, you look at it like I did initially and think, oh wow, how's it going to screw in if there's no thread? Well, actually the metal that it sits on here, on the inside where it screws into, and in fact under here as well, but where you screw through the blue part on the base, it's actually made of a soft metal, so it's able to create its own thread when you screw it in, and screw it in and then leave it in. That's my recommendation. Screw it in and leave it in, because if the thread has been created before the screw has been put in, you'll probably weaken the thread, but that's how it works anyway. But yeah, I'm not a fan of these stands. No plaque. That was sort of a trademark of JC Wings. As you can see there's padding. I think I didn't have the same settings as I usually do. I think I've got to go back and check these focus settings, because I've been out of model reviews for over 2 months now, so it's got to get back into things. Anyway, goes on there. There we go. Took a little bit of effort, but you know, it's on there nice and snug and securely. I mean, I like the look of the stand, how it's, you know, blue and it's metal and it looks quite nice, but it does need the plaque. And I hopefully JC Wings can listen to us and you know, continue on with that, because that was one thing that we really liked about JC Wings and what separated them from Gemini Jets. But anyway, after all that, the model is now on the stand. It does look very, very nice. I'm very happy to have this model in my collection, seeing as Air New Zealand will be getting this aircraft, especially with these Pratt Whitney engines, even though they have been having a few problems lately. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, tell me what you think of this model. I'm really going to get back into the swing of things. Hopefully, if you know, the light helps me. And subscribe for more, and share this video as well so other people can know about this model and see if they want to get it too. It's a fantastic looking model. It really looks nice and it would suit any collection. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.